Hello again. I am Garrison Quyuk, the emo warrior, and today we're going to talk about the moon. The moon reflects light from the sun because the moon is bright of itself. Its crystalline structure has a lot of crystals on it, a lot of silicas, which is like glasses and plastic, and it's so sharp that if we ever inhaled moon dust, it will rip up the lungs from the inside because of the crystalline structure of the moon. Do the ancestors guide your path? Does the Great One guide you through life? The power of the cross be with you. Be good to all. And don't forget the onyx. It sucks away the evil, shoots it back to the evil one. And the cross brings in the power from the sun, S-O-N, Son of God. But anyways, the sun, S-U-N, reflects off the moon, and the moon reflects back to us. And in November of 2016, last month, this is December 3rd, 2016, but in November of 2016, the moon was a supermoon. Not just a supermoon, but a super duper moon. It was the closest it's ever been in a few decades, and it won't be that big or that close for a few more decades. It was up to, 15% closer than average moon, full moon, and about 30% brighter. It was great. The great supermoon, but the light of it came from the sun, reflecting off the silicas. The glass in the crust, reflecting back the sunlight. If you don't believe in the moon landing, then you should look with a telescope because you can see two U.S. flags. I think there's two U.S. flags. One is laying down on the side, and the other one's still up. And there's some other stuff that the United States left on the moon to prove that they actually went to the moon. Like a moon vehicle, like a moon car, and some other stuff they left on there. Yes, if you don't believe me, just look. Take a telescope and get a moon map of where the United States of America, where the Americans landed, where they landed their astronauts, and you'll see on the moon their artifacts are still there, proving that there was a moon landing, that they walked upon the moon. Yes, the great moon, and the moon rules the nocturnal ones, and the nocturnal ones are always there. They live in the night, the creatures of the night. You know, in the original Bram Stoker's Dracula turned into both a bat and he could turn to a wolf or any creature of the night. Anything at night he could turn to because he was a shapeshifter. He was like a skinwalker, like the Native Americans say. They talk about these people that take on the skin of another animal or creature and they could become anything or anyone. Shapeshifter. What was called in ancient times a changeling, where these one beings would leave a baby on the doorstep and you would see a baby and you raise it, but it wasn't really human. It was a changeling, a fairy, someone of the fairy folk that live under the moon. But anyways, that's fantasy. Reality is that the moon controls her cycles. A woman has a cycle of 29 days, just like the moon has a cycle of 29 days, almost 30 days. A month is an average of 30 days because it's based on the moon cycle. But we have 12 moon cycles, which we call 12 months, and we made into 1 year, which is one solar cycle, as the moon goes around the earth, and the earth goes around the sun reflects over the moon, and when the earth gets in front of the moon disappears, becomes a new moon. But when the moon gets to where the sun's over here, and the moon's there, and the earth's here, the moon is bright and full, when it reflects all the sunlight, the glory of the sunlight. The great good ancestors are like the moon. You look up and you see them in the full moon, but the supermoon is extra big. Last month, November of 2016, it won't be like that for decades from now. Will we be alive by then? I don't know. Only the ancient ones will tell us of the great ones. The great one, the great creator being, and all the good ones, the ancestors, may they guide you, not the ones down here, the evil ones, the evil one. He will not guide you because he hides in the night. He hides in outer darkness. And soon he'll be thrown into outer darkness with all those evil people. So follow the good. Follow the good. But look up at the moon every night. If you see the moon, and you see it through its cycles, as it waxes and wanes, as it waxes and wanes, as it becomes gibbous, and then full, as it becomes a sliver, and then it becomes full again, and then it becomes gibbous, and then sliver, and then it reverses back and forth, full, half, quarter, and then gone, new moon, and then another full moon again as it does the other way. First it disappears, it reappears and it's a full moon, and the full moon disappears slowly, and then the new moon becomes a sliver, and then it goes back to the full moon and back and forth again. The solar cycle and the moon cycle are together. The solar cycle is longer, 365 days, but this year it's 366 because every 4 years it's a quarter day, 365 and a quarter days. You add the quarter days up, and every 4 years there's an extra day. And this year, 2066, there's 366 days, 366 solar days. But the moon cycle, there's at least one full moon every month, but sometimes there's 2 full moons in a month. And if the second full moon in a month is called a blue moon, and it's supposed to be bad luck, it's supposed to give you sadness. But I don't believe that. I believe the blue moon is good luck. Good luck. May the power of the cross be with you. And this onyx suck away the evil from you and shoot it away. And also that the cross brings in good and fills your heart with happiness. Happy holidays! And be good. And look up at the moon and remember me. I am the warrior, Gerson Krieg. And this has been my rant number 6. The moon!